Hi, this is Dino Dan. I'm here doing the comparison rib video for these two smokers. I've been hearing a lot of static on Facebook, Instagram. Everybody wants to compare how does this compare to a pellet smoker. So I thought I'd do a video, invite some people over, taste the food, give their honest opinion, and we'll roll with it. So what I have here is I have 3 racks of ribs in there. I have 3 racks of ribs in here. They're just spare ribs. They're seasoned by this only, front and back. And I'm not going to use any sauce. I decided I'm not going to use any sauce. I'm going to cook at 225 in each cooker for 2 hours. Then I'm going to bring it up to 325 to finish. And an hour out, I will decide if I'm going to wrap or not. If the only thing I will use if the meat starts to dry in certain areas is just a little spritz of apple cider vinegar and apple juice. Just if they start to dry out. So that's it. And I'm going to have some people over, do some videos, have them give their opinion of the 2 different flavors, what they prefer, what they like, what they dislike, things like that. So this is Dino Dan, and I'm out. Alright, we're about 2 hours in. I had to make some adjustments on things, just kind of speed up the cook a little bit. So, give you guys a view of what's going on here. Here we go. Come over here. Here we go. Alright, so here's kind of the rundown. I kind of realized I started a little late, so smoke low and slow, 225 for about 45 minutes. I bumped things up to 300. Looking at where they're at now. I've been spritzing because they seem to be, on both cookers, drying out a little bit. Spritzing with apple juice, and they're both looking pretty good. Even though we don't cook to internal temp on ribs, it's nice to know about where you're at. Want to get between the bones, of course. So about that. Some areas about 180, some areas about 150. Come over here, do the same. Again, we're just kind of getting a idea where we're at between the bones. That 200, 205 range is going to be where you want to end up. So, just wanted to come through with a video really quick and give you a little update. This is Dino Dan. Alright, this is Adrian Martinez. It is his birthday weekend, so What we have here is Adrian's a good friend of mine. He's pretty good at smoking, all kinds of different ways. He's had my food before on all kinds of different cookers. He's helped me compete in a competition where we took 3rd place in ribs. So he's a good judge of taste and things like that, and he's a good friend of mine. So Adrian, go ahead and try rib A.
Rib A. Rib A was good.
Now there's no sauce on those. It's just the rub, the smoke, and the heat. Go ahead, try rib B. Now, mind you, they're done on different cookers, and they're probably not both done to the exact same temperatures and things like that. So tenderness and things like that will be different, obviously. So just explain to me some tastes.
Rib A tastes more tender. Well, feels more tender. It's a little tougher. The Barq's a little bit harder.
Smoke. Explain smoke. What you feel about the smoke in both of them.
I taste more smoke on this one. This one's more like probably the mesquite charcoal flavor.
Okay.
This one, I guess. Flavors are good.
I mean, you can take another bite.
Teasing me over here.
Yeah, there you go.
Bro, can I get another one? Yeah, a lot different texture on this one. This is a lot tender. This flavor tastes better, smoother.
The flavor's smoother.
Yeah.
Okay. And this one's the smoke seems to be a little more.
Which one I like better? I'll go with rib A.
You can go with rib A.
Rib A all
Okay.
day.
Is it? But why? Is it because of the tenderness?
The tenderness and texture of the meat.
Yeah, but the texture of the meat.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot more moist.
Right.
So it's a little more dry.
Oh, that one seems a little more dry.
Well, not that they're dry.
Right.
You know, but.
And rib A. If you were gonna sauce those, what kind of sauce would you put on?
The damn specialty. I would put some barbecue sauce on them.
Right. All right.
All right. Thank you very much, Dan.
All right. You're not gonna leave none of those there, right?
No.
You're gonna clean them all up.
Yeah.
All right.
You want some?
Right. This is my buddy Josh. He's gonna be trying out these ribs. We got rib A and rib B. Josh is a very extinguished pit master of all kinds of different cookers. So there we go. All right, go ahead and try rib A, Josh.
Rib A is good.
Rib A is good. Taste any flavors, anything?
Good flavor. The rub comes through nicely.
Anything particular about the flavor?
Just a well-cooked rib. I can pick up a little bit of smoke flavor. So let me try rib B.
Yes, rib B.
Rib B, I do pick up a lot more charcoal flavor.
Okay. Can you still taste the rub? It's not like overpowering charcoal flavor?
The rub is a little less apparent on this one. It's a little less flavorful. I pick up more of the rub, more flavor of the rub on rib A.
Okay.
But I would have to say, when it comes down to flavor alone, that's what I'm basing it on. Hands down, I prefer A.
For A?
Yes.
Okay.
Hands down.
Hands down on flavor alone.
Flavor alone.
All right. Thank you. Okay, this is my good buddy Brian, and he's here to try the two different ribs. We have rib A and rib B. Brian is a pretty novice when it comes to smoking, would you say?
Yeah.
He dabbles a little bit, and he loves barbecue. So we're going to go ahead and have Brian try rib A. You want to really pay attention to the smoke flavor you get and how well you can taste the seasoning through it and the overall the texture of the rib also. Not necessarily how well it's cooked or not cooked as far as doneness. I did have to pull these a little early. Okay, go ahead and try. You have anything to say about that off the bat?
Yeah, it's mild. There's a wood flavor. I'm not sure I identify which one it is, but it tastes
Okay.
good.
Okay.
It's very good.
How you feel about this one?
I like this, but it's mild also.
Mild, like the wood flavor, the
Mhm.
smoke mild?
Yeah, it's good though.
Is it a different?
Yeah, it's a little different. It's not after tasting them. This seemed like it was a little stronger. So
Okay.
comparative. Yeah. I like the flavor of this one.
Okay. So you would say you like the flavor of that one overall on B?
On B. Yes.
Okay. Any last thoughts or impressions between the two? If you were smoking with either or and you wanted to do something in your backyard, would you want to produce A or B?
I think B.
B. Okay. All right. We're going to wrap this up. Let Brian have his ribs. Thank you for helping out, Brian.
You bet.
All right. This is my good buddy Will. Will's got some experience cooking with me, helping me catering and doing different events. Good guy. So Will's going to taste rib A, and then he's going to taste rib B, and give some impressions and things like that about the different ribs. So go ahead, Will.
Okay.
So try to concentrate on the smoke flavor and how the rub comes through the smoke flavor, things like that. Overall, not really too much concentrated on how the rib is cooked, because you know, obviously they're going to have different ways. Okay.
Good.
Any impressions so far?
Other than just being good, it's just a nice regular. There's not too much sweetness, too much spiciness of any kind.
Right.
It's just straight smoke flavor, which I love.
If you had to rate that smoke flavor 1 to 10, what would you base that on?
least an 8, maybe closer to a 9.
Okay. Okay. All right. So go ahead and try B.
And see what B's like though, because they're in the comparison.
Yeah. Again, these aren't sauced or anything like that. This is just a straight dry rub with the smoke and everything from the cooker.
I mean, now that I tried the other one, it's hard to tell. I mean, because they're both at a very good smoke profile. They're both really good.
Yeah.
I know that for sure. Slight edge to A.
Slight edge to A. Okay.
I mean, ever so slight. They're both really good. I know you say not to judge on cook, but they're both well cooked. The texture's amazing. Look at all this dirtiness on my fingers, but oh well.
I'll get you some napkins after this.
I'm gonna have to go with A. I really am.
So if you were trying to produce something at your house, you know, backyard, you would want to produce something closer to A.
Yeah, but again, it's slight. You know,
Slight.
so I mean, I'm assuming you controlled for all the same things. It's the same wood you used to smoke.
Yeah, we try to keep everything as
Right.
same as possible. Obviously, the fuel in the Masterbuilt is lump coal, you know, versus a pellet. So.
But it's
And
not like
then-
you did cherry versus oak.
No,
Nothing
no.
crazy
They're
like
both
that.
cherry wood to smoke with. So.
I mean, again, I have to go with A just by ever so slightly. B is very good as well when it comes to the smoke profile. But it just, let me, one more time. Yeah, it does seem to come through. Yeah, just a little more on A.
Now, would you think B? Could you tell B is cooked with charcoal?
No.
You pick up a charcoal flavor or anything like that? No.
No. They both smell like it's like they're both either from pellets made from hardwood or hardwood itself. That's
Right.
the initial
Okay.
taste I get.
All right.
Nothing chemical or anything like that.
Right. But as far as okay. All right. Thank you. All right. All right. This is my buddy Cuckoo Kachoo. Congratulations on your recent proposal.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. Austin's got some experience cooking barbecue, little backyard competition here and there. He's got a pellet smoker at home, and yeah. So, and he eats a lot of barbecue because all his friends are barbecue holics.
Beans, every one of them.
Yeah.
Can never lose weight around these fools. All right,
Okay. So A and B. Let's have at it.
start with A. Okay. Not a ton of smoke flavor. It's there, but it's not a lot. Yeah, it's barely there. It's not a ton of, doesn't smack you in the face.
Okay. Is it pleasant?
It's good. You could tell there's something in there. The rub is really good,
Okay.
which I know it's the same rub on both, but the rub stands out here because maybe there's not much overshadowing it, but we'll try with letter B. Need another bite.
Always need another bite.
Subtle difference. Again, subtle smokiness. If I had to choose which one I liked a little bit more, I would say I preferred B. The smokiness, I'll say this: the smokiness in its reality is not super apparent in either of them. It's not like you can tell it's not oak wood or any type of wood that produces a lot of smoke when you smoke it. So But definitely there, to me anyway, there's more smokiness in rib B than there is in rib A.
Okay. So which one you prefer?
I'd probably prefer rib B more than rib A.
If you had to guess which one was cooked over charcoal and wood versus pellet, what would you think?
Probably rib. See, I inherently want to believe that rib B would be over charcoal over pellet because there's a little more smokiness to it. But I mean, maybe it was the amount of wood used. I'm not entirely sure, but
okay. So you would think B is charcoal and A is pellet?
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, you're correct on that. You're correct on that. And your preference was B because of...
There's a little more smokiness to it. The rub on its... Here's where it's hard. The rub on its own right is... there's a little smokiness in it. I don't know if there's cumin in the rub or something like that. So it brings a little smokiness flavor out. But because the rub is so settled and I'm not getting smacked in the face with wood smoke, they're not clashing.
Okay.
But there is more smoke in rib B, which I prefer the flavor profile of it more than I do in rib A.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. All right. This is my buddy Terrance.
What's that?
We're going to try to make it through this. Terrance is he's a cook. He's got a smoker. You got a smoker, right?
I do have a smoker.
So he's ate a lot of barbecue food in his life.
I ate a lot of barbecue. Yeah.
So we're gonna have where am I at? Ooh.
The camera's on the right.
What are you? Oh, okay. So this is A, B. Okay. He's gonna try A now. Go ahead, Terrance.
I'm gonna try A now.
I had to switch cameras, so this will be look a little different.
Do I eat the whole thing?
No, just a couple bites. Give me a general impression right now of smoke flavor.
Very smoky.
Very
good.
smoky. Very
Not
good.
too smoky. Good little penetration thingy. Looks good.
Penetration thingy.
The line? I
Oh.
don't know what it's called.
Smoke ring.
All
All
right,
right.
this is B.
I guarantee you this is the only time we're going to hear penetration thingy.
Because I'm the best. More smoke on the A than the B.
Okay.
Good flavor on both.
Okay.
Good.
Now,
Tenderness?
as far as A and B, can you tell which one is smoked with charcoal? Do you pick up a charcoal taste?
I think I got charcoal from B.
Okay.
But I'm not positive.
Yeah, you're pretty good with that.
But yeah.
Good assumption. Okay. If you were trying to cook something in your backyard, what would you try to produce out of those two?
I would go with A.
You would try to produce something closer to A?
Yes. Something that doesn't taste charcoal.
Okay. So you like the smoke better.
I
Okay.
do like the smoke better, yes.
All right. So there you have it. Any lasting impressions?
No.
Did you just cross your eyes?
They were both amazing.
See, you gotta be careful when you do stuff like this.
Don't hire off the street.
You-
No, they were both very good.
All right.
Good job, Dan.
Thanks, Terrance. All right, this is my buddy Ed Ofenda. Ed is a master of eating ribs.
I love ribs.
He loves ribs. So he's going to try A and B. Give us, yes, and give us his impressions. Go for it, Ed.
So is this an authentic KCBS sanctioned event?
No. They've been under some scrutiny lately. I like Ed because he's really serious when he's doing stuff like this.
Great bite.
Let's talk about the smoke.
The smoke, it's not overwhelming, but there is some smokiness there. What did you know what you cooked this at?
What do you mean?
How long was the smoke on this?
The overall cook was about 3.5 hours, 4 hours.
Not bad, not bad.
There's no sauce on them. They're just a dry rub.
Taking a rib wide.
Yeah, he is. Look at that. Ed don't like to waste time either.
comparatively in smokiness, I think this one has more.
Okay.
A little bit more tender bite than this one.
How's the rub come through on both of them?
I wasn't judging it on flavor, it was just more on texture and taste. But overall, I would say I would prefer rib A.
You prefer rib A? Do you pick up charcoal from any one of those?
Not much.
You don't pick up charcoal?
No.
Taste them both and see if you can pick up, if you could pick out which one was cooked on charcoal.
And I would have to say A.
You'd have to say A? Okay.
My
Okay.
taste.
You would think A is cooked on charcoal. Okay. Okay, so just let you know, A is actually cooked on the pellet cooker. B's cooked on the charcoal cooker. But thank you very much.
Eating them.
Yes, sir. All right, this is Billy, a good friend of mine from church. What would you think, your experience with barbecue stuff? Would you think what's your experience with barbecue?
Well, I love to cook. I love to barbecue. Don't have much experience as far as using cookers and
Okay.
smokers,
Okay.
but I'm a connoisseur of ribs. So
Okay.
I love the dry ribs. I love sauce, and so it looks like you done a really good job on these. Look really good.
All right.
So,
Okay, so we have A, that's right here, and then B's right here. So go ahead and try A first. Just a reminder for the viewers, these aren't sauce. They're just a dry rub and smoked and wrapped in butcher paper. And one is cooked on the pellet and the other one is cooked on the Masterbuilt gravity fed 560. First impressions?
really good. I can taste the. This has a. If I was guessing right off the bat, just from taste, I would say this one was smoked.
Okay. They're both smoked.
I'm gonna try another race.
Go ahead, try the other. Before you have something to compare it to.
That was good though. I can finish these off, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You will be able to finish them.
It's like you're teasing me. So.
No, the next guy's gonna come and use that.
Oh, okay. These are ABC ribs already been chewed, yeah.
No recycling ribs here. So what do you think about the difference?
I like the flavor off of that one right there.
Okay. If you had to guess which one was done, like just through a pellet cooker, which one was done using wood and charcoal, what would you think?
This one, the flavors, like, I would say this one was on the wood. This one would be
Yeah.
on the charcoal and wood. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, I'll tell you now that the A is on the pellet cooker.
okay.
Straight compressed pellet wood cherry.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and B is on the gravity fed with the charcoal and the wood. So if you were trying to do something at home and you wanted to produce something, would it be closer to A or closer to B?
I want A.
You'd want A.
I want A. Yeah.
All right. Okay, Billy. Well, thank you.
Hope
We
that
appreciate it. Oh yeah, it does. It does. It'll help everybody.
It helps me get more ribs. So I'm
Yeah.
good.
Right. All right, Billy. Okay, this is Alex. Alex is experienced with food, working at a grocery store and with meat, working with meat, cutting meat, and things like that. So go ahead and Alex, try A. How's the smoke on that?
That's good, but I think the flavors need to be more stronger. I think.
Like the seasoning flavor?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Go ahead and try B now, and let's contrast one to the other.
More flavor.
More flavor.
B.
B. More flavor, more smoke flavor, or more seasoning flavor?
Both.
Both. Okay. If you would have to think which one was cooked using charcoal versus straight wood, what would you think?
Straight wood. Better.
You're right. But which rib would you think was used charcoal?
This one. That one.
That one. Okay. You like that one right there better? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that one there was cooked using charcoal and wood.
This one.
Charcoal and wood.
The
Yes. Yes. And that one was cooked using a pellet cooker that runs more like an oven style cooker.
This one's good.
You like that one?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your opinion.
You're welcome.
All right, this is my buddy Josh. Josh is a pretty experienced cooker on pellet, on offset, on Weber's. He cooks on it all, so he'll be a good judge of the different smoke profiles here. We have A and B. Go ahead and taste it, Josh, and let us know what you think. This for our viewers, we're just trying to highlight and give real experience on the different smoke profiles these two cookers produce.
Okay. Both of them are really good. That one's got a little bit more smokiness to it, almost a little bit more acrid smokiness to it.
Okay.
Like, not something I would necessarily regularly eat because
Okay.
it's a little bit. Like I said, it's acrid. Like you can tell. Like it tastes like it was done with charcoal.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with charcoal smoke, but it just over smokes it to me. It
Okay.
just overdoes it.
Okay.
That one I really like. That
Okay.
one was tasty. Had just the right amount of smoke. It's it's really good.
Right.
Both of them are good, but I like that one a little bit better.
Okay. All right. So you're one of the only guys, maybe two others, but you're one of the only guys that got it head on as far as which one was done with charcoal, which one was done with regular smoke. So that's kind of good. A lot of other people had it the other way around. So anyhow, if you were trying to make something at home, you would try to shoot for A.
I would shoot. I shoot more for A because at least those that I'm serving and those that they're not a big fan of the charcoal taste. I'm
Okay.
not a huge fan of the charcoal smoke taste. It's a little bit too much. Like it's not as bad as like bad wood smoke,
Right.
but it's not as palatable.
Right.
So
Okay.
it lingers longer in your mouth.
All right. Well, thank you very much. All right, this is my buddy Kevin. Kevin, his history and background a little bit with cooking is he just bought a pellet cooker. I'd say he started off big. Bought a BFG with the mini. So he's got small and big now. And do you have much smoking experience prior to that?
Not so much. I've used the little the tube.
Okay, the smoking tube, like on a gas grill.
On a gas grill, and give me some smoke, but no actual smoke barbecues.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and try A.
All right.
Nice hat, by the way.
Thanks, man. It's good.
Now these aren't sauced; they're just rubbed with a pork rub and smoked. I try to keep everything as similar as possible as far as temperatures and things like that.
Did you do a certain 3-2-1 or just?
These I actually went. I had to go by fly because I started a little late, so I did about 45 minutes to an hour smoked at 225 lower, and then I kicked them both up to like 325. I didn't wrap at all, so you will notice they're a little tight because they are not wrapped in a foil, but they are not sauced either. They're just straight smoked and
Same seasonings on both.
same seasoning.
Yeah, definitely tell a difference.
Okay, so let's compare. What do you think?
All right, trying to verbalize the difference can be difficult, but this one has more of a, to me, kind of like a deeper flavor.
Okay.
What that means, it could be smoke that I'm tasting.
Okay.
Something a little bit stronger, a little bit more just heavy.
Okay.
Not necessarily bad, but just a little bit more of a punch.
Okay. Yeah.
That's definitely the best way I can describe that one. That one was, I could taste smoke, but it was more subtle.
Okay. More subtle.
It's kind of the best way I could.
Okay, that's great. If you were cooking, well, let's go here first. Which one would you think was used with charcoal and wood, and which one would you think is used just straight pellet?
I would say this is charcoal and wood. I do get like more of a, just kind of that raw campfire wood smell.
Okay.
With this one, I feel like.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. Which one you prefer?
Probably this one, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's a little bit more mellow on the tongue. This one I can still feel it on my tongue. Right
Okay.
now. Yeah.
All right. So you were right. The B was cooked with the charcoal, A's cooked with the pellet, and you prefer the pellet.
Yeah, this has, like I said, a real long-lasting effect right now. I can still
Right.
feel it like it's.
If you probably had like a sauce on it or something, it probably
Yeah.
wouldn't be so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
They're both really good.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. All right. Hold on. This is my buddy Nick. Nick buys a lot of food from me, so Nick knows my barbecue. What's your experience with barbecue, Nick?
Oh, it's great. I love the barbecue food. It's one of the best. Super soft, tender, juicy. So.
Do you barbecue at all?
No, I just buy from Dan because
All right.
the stuff's good.
All right. Okay, so go ahead and try A.
All right. Wow. Super soft. That's good. It's got a lot of flavor. Smoky. I'd say it's tender too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, try B.
Wow. That's a big difference.
Oh, big difference. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the differences.
Okay. This one, it's soft, tender, but this one, as soon as you bite into it, you can definitely taste the, I'd say like the charcoal or the smoke flavor.
Okay.
it's a lot. It's day and night comparison. It's a lot different.
Okay. All right. Which one do you prefer?
Me personally, I like B. But
You like
that's
B?
just me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
Nice.
B.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if you had to guess which one was cooked with charcoal versus just straight wood, what would you think?
I'd say this has got some kind of charcoal in it.
Okay.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right. You're right. You're right with that.
Oh, great.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Nick. Thank you very much.
I appreciate
So, this is Dino Dan Smoking. Thank you for watching. Very busy day, and I hope you guys appreciated the content. Like and subscribe to my channel if you wish to do so. And if you would like to see more cooks like this, let me know, and I'd be glad to do it. This is Dino Dan.